This channel is for you. We are here to help you to provide all the values that you would like to see and all the problems that you would like to solve. If you would like to see more videos like that, so you can subscribe and like this video. Thanks. The dark side of hedge funds, the rise, the fall, and comeback of Bill Ackman. In the high-stakes world of hedge funds, fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. Success demands boldness, precision, and uncanny ability to predict the future. But what happens when even the best make a wrong move? This is the incredible story of Bill Ackman, a man who soared to dizzying heights only to crash and rise again, stronger than ever. Today, we uncover the lessons from one of the most dramatic journeys in the modern finance. So let's see how Bill Ackman, he rised up again from the darkness. He crushed it all the way down, and he showed everyone that if you are here in the live, you will absolutely come back. And when you are back, you will absolutely make the biggest comeback. That's exactly what you need to think about if you are in the finance industry. Everyone will go down one day, but the most important thing that you can do, if you are still here above the ground, so you will absolutely come back stronger than ever, because you will master the resilience. In the end of this video, you will master it in the end of his story. He will teach you what the resilience is all about, and he will remind you of your old version of your own self that will never ever give up on your own abilities and your own skills. Let's take a look. Let's start with his own story. The rise. Bill Ackman founded Pershing Square Capital Management in 2004, quickly gaining a reputation for bold activist investing. Ackman was no ordinary hedge fund. He thrived on challenging corporate giants and fighting for change. One of his most legendary moves came in 2008 financial crisis. Ackman saw an opportunity where the others saw only despair. He invested heavily in General Growth Properties, GGP, a real estate company on the brink of bankruptcy. While many adopted his decision, Ackman's bet paid off. GGP emerged from bankruptcy stronger than ever, and Ackman walked away with over $1 billion in profits. His genius as a contrarian investor was undeniable. But his audacity didn't stop there. Ackman famously took on Herbalife, a multi-level marketing company he accused of being a pyramid scheme. Betting $1 billion on its stock collapse, Ackman engaged in a battle with rival hedge fund managers, including Bill Ackman, who took the opposing side. The showdown captured headlines and solidified Ackman as a controversial but fearless figure in finance. So far, it's quite interesting what he have done. He made some billions. He absolutely the one who had courage to do whatever he wants to do and whatever he has believed faith into it, because he is a man who will absolutely stick to his own beliefs and to his own morals and to his own decisions. That's exactly what you need to think about. Let anyone to impact your own decisions and to impact your own investment decisions specifically. So far, quite interesting, but right now let's see how everyone can fall down to the darkness. But the main question right here is, will you come back? Will you come back one day? Let's take a look if he will come back from his fall down, because right now we will discover what he went through. As Ackman's fame grew, so did the risks he took. His most painful mistake came with violent pharmaceuticals. In 2015, Ackman bet billions on the company, believing its aggressive acquisition strategy and drug pricing model would lead to massive growth. For a time, Valiant was the darling of Wall Street, and Ackman's confidence seemed justified, but then problems started to appear. Valiant was accused of doing things unethically, leading to investigations and public anger. Its stock value dropped and Ackman lost billions. By 2016, Pershing Square had lost nearly 20% of its value, and Ackman's reputation took a hit. Investors began pulling their money from his fund, and the media branded Valiant as worst investment or trades in hedge fund history. So right now we have already seen what he have done for mistakes right here, because all the times when you have already done quick huge wins, so you will absolutely face some failures, because your ego will absolutely go up and your confidence will absolutely increase, which is not wrong at all, but you need also to have your mind or your own calculation with it, so you will absolutely make it big and you will absolutely save your own self from the big failures that actually can take you from the next step or next bigger step that waiting for you. So you need actually to think all the time on how you can be unemotional from what you have for decision to take, how you can isolate your decisions or isolate your emotions from the decisions that you would take right now, how you can just forget on everything that you have done lately, on every green day that you had lately, and just focus on what is the best right here to take a look on. Take a look on the chart, take a look on the reports, and take a look on the real data, real metrics, everyone going to the fall down. You have already went through it, maybe you're going through it right now, but the main question is how you can overcome all the doubts, how you can overcome all the failures, and don't let that, and you will not let that to affect your mind or to affect your mental health. Let's see how it has already affected his mental health, how things went for him. The mental soul. The Valiant disaster wasn't just a big financial loss, it was also very personal. Ackman, who was known for his strong confidence, felt a huge pressure. Losing billions and facing public criticism was really hard on him. In interviews later, Ackman said that the losses made him lose some of his confidence, but instead of giving up, he started thinking of his mistake and worked hard to rebuild both his firm and his reputation. That's what you need to think about all the time. It's not about the failure, it's not about how everyone will start to engage with you after your last lose. It's about how you can take all the hates and rebuild, rethink, and re-engage them, on how you can just take all of these hates to your own self, not be in the game in few years. He will not come back. Would you come back? Would you come back and show everyone what you are capable of, what you can do, what you have already prompted your own self when you was younger? Don't let the others around you to impact your own decisions and your own routines and your own vision from becoming your current reality. Now let's take a look how he came back, what he have done, and what you can learn from all of this story. The comeback. In 2020, Ackman made a bold move that marked his comeback. As the COVID-19 pandemic spread, he predicted the economic chaos that would follow. He bought credit default swaps, betting against corporate debts. When the market crashed in March 2020, Ackman's gamble paid off, earning him $2.6 billion in profits. It was a smart move in timing of risk and in risk management. But he didn't stop there. He used the profits to buy stocks at their lowest. His fund saw over 70% growth that year, one of the best performances in the hedge fund world. Have you seen what he have done? How you can learn? The biggest lesson from today's story is boldness. He had the balls. He just came back every time and he took the biggest decisions that he can take. And he had boldness. Don't lose that, because that's what made you to do huge wins. That's what have already built you. Don't let that to be out of your life. Now let's take a look on what are the biggest lessons from his story. So lesson number 1, stick to your principles. Whatever you are doing, whatever you have for decisions, whatever you have for investments, stick for your own principles. Don't let the criticism of the others to affect you, to impact you, or to let you do other decisions or other investments that never check. Stick to your own principles. Ackman's commitment to activist investing, even in the face of criticism, ultimately paid off in his general growth properties and COVID area trades. 2. What you can also learn, manage risk. His losses with Valent taught him the importance of diversification and not putting too much faith in a single strategy. So you will also start to think about how you can shift your strategy to enter a new arena, enter new markets, untapped markets yet, untapped companies yet, and make sure to do your research, take a look on how you can identify the untapped opportunity yet. That's what you need to think about. You need to think outside of the box. If everyone going to the right, so maybe if you will go to the left, it will be a good choice. So if everyone going to the left, maybe if you will go down a bit and you can take a look on what's going on right there, maybe it will be a good choice to identify new opportunities that you haven't seen before, because that's what you need to do as an investment firm founder or as a hedge fund manager. You need to identify the untapped opportunity of the untapped market, of the incoming opportunities that no one else has already discovered yet. That's your own thing. That's your own job. That's what it's all about, to get into the markets, the industries that has already been in the red or in the green side without seeing any marketing for this opportunity yet, or without seeing anyone has entered these opportunities of these industries yet. And once you have the balls to take that, so you will understand that one egg, it will not give you a lot of possibilities. But if you have many eggs, so you will have many possibilities, because if you have many possibilities, so you have many opportunities. So when you have many opportunities, it leads to long-term profits, because if you have many possibilities, you have many opportunities, and when you have many opportunities, it will lead to giant profits for the long term. Even in the short term, if you are not winning a lot because you have multiple eggs, but for the long term, you will absolutely win it big, because right now you have more opportunities and you have more possibilities. Absolutely, it will lead to have more profits. So if you will have 5 of 7 profits or 5 of 10 profits, it will absolutely be bigger than having 1 or 2 profits of 3. Do you understand something right here? You need to reshift this thinking of this thesis. Okay. Number 3, what you need also to think about is adapt to change. Ackman's comeback during COVID-19 showed his ability to pivot and capitalize on new opportunities. As I told you lately, you need to think about how you can enter new untapped opportunities, untapped industries. You need to be a problem identifier. Alright, identify the problem. You have already seen the problem right there. Alright, I will get this problem right here. I will make sure to solve it, or I will make sure to short it, or I will make sure to long it. I see an opportunity on that. So you need to see the opportunity, identify it, and be on the first line, on the first those who entering the opportunity. You need to identify the new trends, and you need to get into them directly before anyone going into them. And as I told you before, if everyone going to the right, so maybe going to the left, it will be a good side. It will be a good choice. If everyone going to the upside, maybe going to the downside is a good choice. You need to identify what you have to think about it. What I have a rule in my life is, if all of my competitors, they are doing X, I will absolutely leave X to them. I will go and do Y. Even if it's Y, it's absolutely in old school. Even if it's Y, it will not be a good fit for me for the short term. But for the long term, I will absolutely curve them, because now I'm doing something that they are not doing. So I am absolutely aware, and I'm putting a lot of my time into just identify what they are doing. I'm doing the completely opposite. Maybe that's what you need to think about, perhaps. Number 4, resilience is key. Even the massive losses, Ackman's He came back all the time. He rebuilt, he resynced, and he reshifted his strategies. He highlighted the importance of mental strength in the face of adversity. So whenever you are facing huge lose, you need to come back. You need to come back, resync, rebuild again, because you are the light when no one else can see the light in you. You need to identify that all the time, and you need to keep seeing that inside yourself when no one else can see that in you. Because if you can see that in your own self, so everyone around you will absolutely start to see that, because you are the light when no one else can see you. I have heard that from my own coach who have been in the financial industry for a long time. He told me, Ziad, today if you want to succeed in anything, you need to have high self-esteem. You can have only high self-esteem when the lights are already switched off and everyone telling you, okay, now it's time to go home, but you are still there and you keep telling everyone, all right, I'm here, I will do X and Y. If they will not hear you the first time, they will absolutely start to listen to you in the 8th or 9th time. But you need only to have the lights inside you that will absolutely keep it on all the time. You need to have the green lights on all the time inside you before everyone else can see that around you. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I hope you do. And if you have seen any value in today's video, if you have seen anything that actually helped you, I will just light it in you, light in your own mind or something similar, so you can just subscribe to this channel and you can take a look on how you can also raise up capital in the description below. There are multiple videos right there on how you can do that from A to Z, and how you can also scale up your investment firms. And that's it for today. Happy New Year.